Wow, Aquarius, your energy has been calling me today loud and clear. So something really wants to come through for you. We're going to find out what that is and get into the cards. But I did have 2 messages come through already before I turned on the camera. And that was that you're going to be receiving a boost soon. Maybe this is an energy boost, a career boost, a financial boost, a love boost. I don't know, but there's some kind of boost coming in. The second thing I heard was that there's a melting or a melding. I think it's a meeting of minds. Yeah, a melting, meeting, melding, meeting of minds. The basic idea here is that you're going to meet someone, or you already know someone, and you're going to see something in that other person that you immediately recognize as a part of yourself, and vice versa. This feels very positive. It feels very helpful. This person might actually introduce this boost of energy into your life. So I'm excited to get into your reading and see what this is all about and why you need this message. So it's not really urgently, but there's definitely a clear call to read for Aquarius right now. So let's see. There's an excitement in the energy is the best way to describe it. So I'm going to pull out 2 cards from this oracle deck to see what you should focus on right now and why. Then we'll pull out a card from this Sacred Soul Portals to see just generally the overall spiritual guidance and message. And then we'll use tarot. Okay, for Aquarius spirit guides, what do they need to focus on right now? It doesn't matter where Aquarius is in your chart. You can watch for any placement. The way that I approach sign-specific readings is that we're looking through the energy, the portal of Aquarius. Okay, so each sign to me is like its own portal of energy, if that makes sense. But you watch however you feel like it. Let's see. Aquarius, what do they need to focus on right now? You need to move slower with something. This will actually help you speed up in some way. It will actually advance you or get you back on the right track. I'm hearing Rita or something with the letter R. Satisfaction is what you should focus on right now. Look at this beautiful, I think it's a sunflower. Interesting. The 3 of Spades correlates to the 3 of Swords in the tarot, but this card doesn't carry that vibe at all. We have satisfaction. Maybe you're having some sense of satisfaction after overcoming a really mentally exhausting and challenging situation. But Spirit wants you to lean in, to focus into the energy of being satisfied with where you are right now. And I know some of you are going through a difficult time, and that's okay. But there is something about where you are now is so much more comfortable. It's so much more, it's much better for your spiritual growth, even if it feels bumpy, even if it feels hard, even though there's valleys as well as peaks. There's something Spirit wants you to recognize within yourself about how far you've come on this journey. I'm seeing someone look in the mirror and just like really seeing themselves for the first time. So you've overcome something, you've went through something that caused a lot of mental anguish. And I feel like you've already come out the other side. There's still some things to work on and address and navigate through. Some bumps in the road, potentially. Still, I feel like Spirit's really satisfied with your progress, and they want you to be too. Look out for sunflowers. You might see them somewhere, pictures, or I'm seeing a window, like a storefront. You might see some sunflowers there. This is a sign from Spirit that this is your message when you see those, or maybe you already have. Okay, or maybe you want to just meditate on the image of a sunflower. The sunflower, well, the sun is about illumination, growth. Okay. I'm hearing sunny disposition. Maybe, I don't know, maybe this is something that you are trying to take on, a sunny disposition or something you have. Let's see, why does Aquarius need to focus on satisfaction? restriction. Because you're finding yourself feeling a little bit caged, a little bit trapped. Maybe this is in your space that you live in. It's like a little small, the walls are closing in. Or maybe you just feel restricted in your energy. There's something going on in your environment. I feel like it's in your environment that has you feeling like you can't spread your wings and fly, although you know you can. It's not that you doubt yourself. It's just almost like the bird has gotten used to the cage. All it knows is the cage at this point. And so when someone opens the door, or you open the door for yourself, the bird's like, I don't know. Should I fly? Because I'm so used to being in this cage. So this could be like a thought form, could be a relationship, a house, like anything in your life that you feel is keeping you a little bit confined. Now, it's interesting. I don't feel at all that Spirit is saying be satisfied with the cage that you're in. That's not the message. I feel like somebody just thought that. That's not the message at all. Spirit is saying to focus on what makes you feel satisfied. And it's like as you lean into that feeling of being satisfied with where you're at and then looking at what will make you feel satisfied, it's like you realize that you can spread your wings further. There's something about a boost, right? It's like expansion. Maybe you've gotten a little bit too satisfied, comfortable with where you're at. Okay? And Spirit really wants you to like know that you've come so far, but this isn't the end point. This isn't where everything just stops. This isn't the last stop. Okay? There's much more to explore. Now, the Four of Hearts in the tarot corresponds to the Four of Cups, which is a card of apathy, rejection, just kind of like not accepting a new opportunity, or just, you know, kind of doing the same thing over and over because it's worked for some time. So let's see the overall spiritual message, like what is this all about for Aquarius' soul? And then we'll do some tarot. What is this all about for Aquarius' soul? What's the significance here? Good fortune and Wheel of Fate. Abundance and prosperity are flowing into your life now. Open your arms to receive. Yeah, it's like spread your wings, open your arms to receive. And then I'm getting, what's that saying? Like a fish doesn't realize it's in water. Yeah, something about like your environment or some situation you're in. It's like you feel a little unsettled, but you don't realize that like you're kind of restricting yourself. But the solution is real easy. Well, theoretically, it's real easy. Just, you know that you have way more to do, way more to, like, much further to go. But it's so important that you feel this and that you plan for the future, not from an energy of dissatisfaction about where you are now. Don't feel dissatisfied and like, oh my God, I'm so stuck. This sucks. I can't believe I let myself get in this position, etc., etc. That's not the energy to tune into. The energy Spirit wants you to tune into is satisfaction. Okay? Yes, because when you recognize your growth, it gives you that confidence boost to know that you have even more to go, even more to grow. Rather than getting down on yourself and being like, I can't, I failed, etc., etc., and telling yourself this story that you will not be able to do something when Spirit's like, yes, you can do that. Wheel of Fate. You are taking risks that could pay off, but know that there is success even in failure. See what I'm saying? Like those valleys, those bumps, those obstacles, the restrictions, those so-called failures are actually part of the road to success for you. Everything that we come up against in life is an opportunity for us to learn. For us to learn a new skill, to get creative with the solutions we come up with, to make new connections, new contacts, new friends. Sometimes we need to ask for help. And in asking for help from someone, we actually build a phenomenal relationship with that person. This is where the meeting of minds is coming in. So there's somebody who wants to enter your life or is currently in your life who is going to show you a portal, show you a door, a way through, the open door that's already here for you. They just point you in that direction. And they say, Aquarius, just try to spread those wings, see what happens. So let's get into your tarot and see what the message is for you today. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Andy. This is 13 Moon Tarot. So nice to have you here, and welcome back to everybody who's been here for a while. I love you guys so much. Thanks for all the support. Let's see. Aquarius, what's your message? Well, let's see. What's your current energy? Aquarius, what is going on? Let's see. The Lovers, the meeting of minds for your current energy. I love this for you. This could be friends, business associates, family members. It could be a stranger that you happen to meet, or it could be a love interest, a romantic interest, but there's a meeting of minds and it's in your current energy, which means it's real close. Like it's happening now, soon, like in the next few days if it hasn't already happened. Oh, I love this. Look at this. Oh my goodness. In your last reading, Aquarius, didn't we have this whole motif about a red balloon getting closer to you? We did. Go watch that reading if you feel guided. If this one's resonating, I'll link it in the box that pops up here because there's like a progression from that message to this one. Okay, and even if you watched it, you might want to go back because sometimes we pick up on things that we didn't hear the first time because we've grown and now we have a different perspective and understanding of the information that was given to us. Yeah, in the past reading, we had this image of a red balloon coming towards you and it felt kind of uncomfortable. And it was like, yes, it was a mirror for you where you could see yourself, but then it got all distorted the closer it got. And it's like you were going to turn your back on it and you wanted to poke a hole in it, which was advised at that time. So you've gotten rid of that red balloon. You know, you've gotten rid of a person, a situation, you poked it, you said, get out of my face. This isn't really who I am. This distortion you're throwing at me, or I'm going to turn my back on this. And now it's like, as you turn around or when you pop that balloon, another one appears. And this red balloon is in the shape of a heart. It's not the same thing. It's not the same cycle you're in. You're not going to, I'm hearing relapse. That's for someone. You're not going to relapse. You're not going to go backwards. Okay, you've gotten rid of some energy. Like you've pushed that energy away. You've handled it. Okay, you've handled it. And now you're having a meeting of minds with someone who's giving you the right red balloon, whatever that is, the right boost of energy. It comes from their heart. And look, the two of you are holding hands. You're holding this balloon together. No one's pushing it on you. It's like what someone gives you is also for them. Oh my goodness, this is just beautiful. Okay, so let's see your opportunity. Ooh, the Five of Wands. And your challenge, the King of Pentacles. Your support, the Six of Cups. The advice, the Five of Pentacles. And the outcome is the Four of Swords. Okay, let's go further in. The opportunity, Five of Wands. I'm hearing narwhal, which I think these are. I'm not really sure though. They could be owls though, with horns on their heads. Interesting. The opportunity. Well, the Five of Wands is a card of conflict, competition. And what I really like about the Five of Wands, did I say swords? I meant wands if I said swords. Interesting. Maybe you need to get out of your head with something here. So the Five of Wands what I like about this card is in the Rider-Waite, and kind of in here, this image too, we come from the Four of Wands, which is stability, structure, celebration. Everything is grounded. The structure is holding up. Everything is how it should be. And then another energy comes in, a fifth wand, and it introduces chaos, right? The Four of Wands is like, we don't need another wand. So there's some chaos that gets created. So there's an energy here that is trying to come in, that wants to come in. I'm hearing self-doubt. For some of you, it's your own self-doubt. For others of you, it could be a person in your life. But there's some energy that wants to come in to disrupt this stability, this structure that you've built for yourself. And the way I see the Six of Wands, which comes after, of course, is it's a card of victory, and somebody's on a horse with a wand in their hand. It's like somebody realized, hey, we don't need that extra thing. So I'm going to get on a horse and take it away. And everybody's cheering like, yes, good for you for solving the problem. So Aquarius, your opportunity is to remove something from your life that is just introducing conflict. Maybe you have too much on your plate. You're trying to do too much. I'm hearing extricate, and you need to, remove something here because it's just too much. Okay. Yeah. That's definitely happening for someone. Like you're putting way too much on your plate. You were taking risks that pay off, but no, there's success even in failure. Yeah, it's almost like you took a risk, you took something else on, or maybe this is like an emotion you're working through, or I don't know what it is for everyone. You take it how it resonates. And it is failing, like it's not doing you any favors. Maybe it's a memory that you're holding on to. But as you release it, you realize your growth, or you realize your success is coming and that you don't need this thing. So it's good that you did introduce it, or it's good that the memory did linger around for longer than you wanted, because now you're consciously removing it. You're consciously aware that, this isn't really serving me. And so going forward, you'll be able to know more consciously about whether you should bring something into your energetic field or not. Because now you have the experience. And for some of you, this could be not all of you, but for some of you, it's about somebody from the past, maybe a fire sign here, King of Wands, water sign, Page of Cups. But, I feel like you're making like this real smart, mature decision to stop letting that restrict you. King of Pentacles for your challenge. This could be money, or a sense of security, or a boss, I'm hearing, an authority figure, somebody who's paying you. What's up here? The Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, it's like you're not really seeing the Wheel of Fate and the Wheel of Fortune, the success that is coming towards you. So wait, why is this a challenge for Aquarius? Tell me more about how Aquarius is perceiving this as a challenge. This could be you're looking for a job, a new job. Things are getting boring in your relationship, in your job. And yeah, Four of Cups, exactly. It's like the same old thing, day after day after day. It's like you're not growing in your vision here. Eight of Swords, yeah, and this is just keeping you stuck. But you're not seeing the good fortune that is coming in, that is flowing into your life. And you're not going to see it until you open your arms to receive, until you spread your wings. So maybe you need to try something new. Or maybe you need to, this is what you need to remove, whoever the King of Pentacles is, or whatever the King of Pentacles is. Something that has been around for a while, has some kind of authoritative presence in your life. And it could be difficult to remove this because it has brought some sense of stability, but it's a little crushing, I feel. This force is a little oppressive. It just might not be good for you. Okay? Okay. So let's see your supportive energy. 6 of Cups. I love this. Look at this. These people sitting around a table, having tea, smiling, happy with one another. There's a picture of a 2 of Cups on the wall. This is fond memories that you have. Remember a time where you were really satisfied? Do you remember that? You can go way back to like 7 years old if you want. Or maybe it's 17, or maybe, I don't know, what, 27, 47, whatever it is for you. What's that time where you felt really satisfied? Because Spirit wants you to remember that when you feel satisfied, you feel like growing. Because there's this weird thing in our culture where we think like, oh, if we're satisfied, we should just like not want anything. We should not want like more. We should just be satisfied with what we have. But no, we're always growing. We're always changing. Nothing remains the same. It's okay to strive for different. Maybe it's not more, but it's different. The energy of satisfaction encourages us to grow. Okay? Not in an egoic way, like, oh, I have this much money in my bank and now I want more and more and more. Not in that way. And I don't think anyone here is thinking that. This is more of like, let's find out more of who I am. I really like who I am right now. I like who I've become. I've come a long way, but let's find out more about what I could do, what's possible. Think about that time where you had all of these dreams and you still felt satisfied. You know, think about being a child, a time where in your childhood you felt satisfied. You know, you were a child, maybe you didn't really know any other way except this is the way it is, but you still wanted to grow. Okay, not all growth comes from adversity. A lot of it does. Don't get me wrong. A lot of it does. But some growth comes from satisfaction. But it's more of a choice at that point. Adversity pushes you. It's a choice when you're fully satisfied and you're comfortable and you say, you know what? I think I need a little bit of a switch up. I think I need a little bit of a change. I think there's more out there in the world to discover. That's a conscious choice, and it's a leveling up in your awareness of yourself and your soul's journey. So your advice, 5 of Pentacles. This is interesting. I feel like you could feel like you're on the outs a little bit, or that you can't join in with like a certain crowd or a super group of people. Maybe you're putting them on a pedestal when they're not really supposed to be there. But this is kind of feeling like I have to part ways with these people, or these people don't understand me. This could make you feel spiritually alone in some sense. There's also, for some of you, you're paying a lot of attention to like your 3D material world, and you need to do more spiritual work, spiritual growth. That's what spreading your wings is for some of you. Working on your spirit. Okay, taking care of that part of you. Meeting of minds. If you feel alone, that's not going to happen. I mean, it's not going to happen forever. Like, you can feel alone now, but it's going to change. Yeah, I feel like some of you are worried that you're going to be alone forever. Ace of Wands. Yeah, see, there's an opportunity here. When one door closes, what do we say? Another one opens. And that's true. So let that door close. And then some of you who are going to focus more on your spirituality, which could be, you know, meditating. It could be moving your body in gentle ways, keeping the prana, the energy flow in mind as you do that. It could be talking to people about spirit, source, the divine. your connection to the divine. You could be talking about synchronicities or reading up on things like that. It could be theology. It could be so many things, esoteric, occulted knowledge, whatever. But there are so many ways to connect your spirit back to yourself, okay? And for those of you who are going to do that a little bit more and you realize you've been neglecting that part of yourself, when you do that, it's going to bring back that spark for you, that boost. That boost that you need is right here. Wheel of Fortune twice. Don't forget that. That's a fortunate new cycle. And the Wheel of Fortune comes when it's kind of like the beginning of the alchemical process. So it's like you've already gathered the materials you need. You've already realized what needs to be done. You know, and now you're just starting to transmute. You're starting to turn that wheel. So your work hasn't been completed, not by a long shot, which is a good thing. Okay. But it's beginning now. Okay. A new cycle of work is beginning. Working on yourself, working on your connections, letting things go, not putting too much on your plate. Then the outcome in the next 3 months, we have the Four of Swords. Chill. Look at you chilling. Relaxing, catching up on sleep, or just feeling like you're not always like in the rat race. Finding that time for contemplation, meditation. Okay, I really like this. Some of you need to spend some time in nature, like go to nature, a forest. Somewhere where there's trees or a lake or something, even if it's like a day trip that you need to take somewhere, try to do that, okay? Or surround yourself with like nature imagery. It'd be very helpful for your soul. That's a way that you can work on your spirit too, is connecting more with nature, the earth, and all it has to offer. There's a lot of healing powers that the earth provides us when we connect to it. So I really like to see this for you because this is you being satisfied, but mentally relaxed. Not satisfied and restricted, but satisfied and mentally relaxed. So I'm going to go into an extended reading. In the extended, I go a layer deeper into this message. We'll see what comes out. If you're interested in that, there's a link in the description box below. But if you don't want to come to that for whatever reason, don't feel obligated. It's all good. So I'm going to finish this with an oracle card. See what Spirit wants to say to you to close out this message for Aquarius. What do they need to hear? We have Moon Maiden. Let me try that again. Moon Maiden. New beginnings. It's time for a new beginning. You deserve it. You've already had a new beginning. But there's more. But wait, there's more. New ideas, beginnings, curiosity. The Moon Maiden arrives to offer you a new beginning, a new face and facet of yourself that is aching to be shown to the world. Those qualities that you have been quietly cultivating are ready for the limelight. The secrecy was important, for it protected your new face and kept what was precious close to your heart. But now it is time to come forward in full splendor. Some of you who have some kind of public presence, a platform, or have students, or you're an entertainer of some sort, or an artist, there's something about allowing the people around you who support you in a little bit more so that they can witness some of the like valleys as well as the peaks. Because I heard that about like putting on a positive face. Maybe this is like you need to open up about some of the challenges that you've been through. There are a lot of people out there suffering and feeling lost and feeling alone. And just hearing that someone else has gone through something similar, is going through something similar, can make a world of a difference. And so sharing our struggles of how we got to a certain point is like huge. You know, like we read a book from this author who's published like 20 books and we're like, wow, that person is a genius. That person, look how accomplished they are. Like I could never publish a book. Like, oh my God, we put them on this pedestal, right? but we don't hear about rarely, and we don't see the process of writing that book, which is messy, ugly, full of self-doubt, full of struggle and strife and taking things out that aren't necessary, putting new things in. We don't see that, but it's there. But it's there. So maybe you need to see someone's messy process so you feel more connected, or you need to share with others who are needing that from you. Okay? Announce the new you to yourself. Reveal it slowly to the world like the waxing moon. Allow others to be surprised by how mature and growing up this side of you is. Now it's time to set yourself free. The Moon Maiden belongs only to herself, and she is summoning the parts of you that challenge convention, that refuse to be intimidated. Yeah, by this King of Pentacles. That's what I'm saying. And that cannot be tamed or put inside a golden cage. Right. The Moon Maiden invites you to shine with your own light, to have radiant curiosity, and to ask anyone who offers you a mouthful of dogma, why do you believe this is so? Question everything others assume is a given, and do not collude with the drama around you. Become an unpredictable being, yet an eminently reliable friend. The Moon Maiden invites you to answer only to yourself and reminds you that you are not anyone's property. Be true to your soul's calling, even as some around you in a relationship or a job want to capture your light inside a bottle. You know how to rise to the occasion just as unfailingly as the moon does. When the time comes, you return to darkness and become enshrouded in mystery until you're ready to return again. All right, Aquarius, I love you so much. I'll see you next time.